The farm's freaky secret was finally uncovered, and we need to talk it out together on Sweetwater Secrets. Hello, Ripper Babes. I'm your host, Leanne Aguilera, and this is your Sweetwater Secrets after show for episode 317, chapter 52, The Raid. Now today, I'll be shouting out my unfiltered hisses and kisses, showing you a new interview with Cole Sprouse, and freaking out about a certain Bughead scene.
Start from the beginning.
But first, let's do a quick pass at all the plot points you need to know in the blue and gold breakdown. Still set on discovering the farm's freaky secrets, Betty tugged on Cheryl's Jason-loving heartstrings and convinced Our Lady in Red to go undercover as a potential new recruit at the open house.
I'm in, cousin.
Betty used her mom's old recording equipment and sent her spider off to weave a web of lies for Edgar Evernever. But thanks to Eddie's great listening skills and ridiculously attractive face, Cheryl was soon under the leader's spell.
He's also a great listener.
But just why did our fearless HBIC suddenly want to be a farmie?
Because Mr. Evernever is a yummy snack.
Well, the shocking revelation of the week is that apparently the farm has the ability to resurrect people, because Cheryl said she's having full-on conversations with her dead twin brother.
The farm gave me back my brother.
Oh, and Alice Cooper is also in contact with her deceased son, Charles.
He's the most beautiful boy I have ever seen.
Yeah. Now, Betty finally got her chance to sit down with Edgar and ask all her most burning questions, but it seems like we'll have to wait until the next episode for those answers. Meanwhile, over at the Jones family in the Cooper house, long story short, but Jughead was determined to keep taking the law into his own hands, despite the fact that his father is the sheriff and his mother is the reigning drug queen of Riverdale.
Oh my.
We discovered that the Gargoyles moved their candy drug lab into a seedy apartment building, but the only reason we found that out is from Mad Dog when he went to go visit his grandma.
Been taken over by drug dealers in weird masks.
And that only happened because Archie and Veronica blackmailed the governor into pardoning all of Archie's former juvie friends. And that was all sparked because Hiram finally opened his weird private prison that we all totally forgot about, and oh my god, this show.
Is everything okay?
Anyways, Jughead and Archie and friends raided the Gargoyle building like a video game, and then Jughead somehow survived a pretty massive fall from a window, and then the episode ended with a chalice filled with teeth, and then FP stumbled on Baby Teeth's dead body.
Or what's left of him.
Jughead is now in a full-on war against his evil mother Gladys, but if things were up to Cole Sprouse, well, here's what he would actually like to see from Jughead moving forward.
I think it's about time Jughead walks a moral gray area, where he's had a propensity for violence and irrationality and emotional turmoil, and he also has this super rational side where he's an investigator and he's a thinker and he's taking a moral high ground. I would like to see him understand that he should be doing bad in order to be doing good in the long run, which is something FP has done in the past and something that Gladys does willingly and maybe too often.
We're a rather broody bunch.
He sort of accepts that if he's actually going to lead a gang of young outcasts, he's got to be brutal. I think it's one of those interesting things as a character because oftentimes when characters like Jughead do bad, the fans react poorly. And they say something like, oh, well, maybe he's not a good guy. I never really saw Jughead as kind of a good guy. I saw him as a very conflicted human character that happens to be in these extremely wild circumstances. And it would be interesting for me to see him kind of lean into the fact that he doesn't need to be the best guy. He just needs to be super cerebral about the choices that he needs to make. I like Jughead as a kind of chess player. When he thinks about the things he's doing, then I think he ends up on top. And that's what I like when I see the episodes.
I'll make this right.
Do you think Jughead should dip his toe into the dark side? Shout out your thoughts in the comments below as we switch into the romantic side of things with 7 Seconds in Heaven. With Tony, Reggie, and Josie completely MIA from this episode, rude, things with Veggie, Archosi, and Shoni were non-existent. Cheryl did give me a mini heart attack though when she cried her crocodile tears to Evelyn to gain her trust.
It's over.
But thankfully, things with Shoni remain a-okay, I think. Meanwhile, we were treated to a sweet Varchi friendship scene, and even though nothing happened, I personally think that brief platonic interaction had more chemistry than all of Veggie and Archozi scenes together. Sorry, not sorry.
No comment.
And despite the fact that Veronica was actually the one who sent her mom dead fish in order to try and convince her father to protect Hermione and then make him somehow realize that they shouldn't split up, yeah, well, Hiram figured out his daughter's fishy plan and had the Lodge marriage officially annulled.
This ship has sailed, Mia.
But the scene that I'm most excited to highlight right now is the Bughead bed moment. Now, fresh off of a rendezvous, the crime-solving duo was discussing their own upcoming illegal activity, and it was so cute and so very Bughead.
This is the best pillow talk ever.
And although I thought this scene was exactly what we needed to partially quench the great Bughead drought of season 3, it also left me with a lot of questions, which of course leads us into this week's rendition of Hisses and Kisses. Now, right off the bat, I need to say that I'm not giving hisses to this Bughead pillow talk moment. I'm sending hisses to the confusion it created in my brain after I rewatched it a few times, because obviously that's what I did. First of all, where are they? Is that Betty's old room? Is Jughead now sleeping in Betty's room? Why are the sheets pink? Maybe Betty didn't take her furniture with her, but surely she'd take her sheets, right? Or does Jughead secretly like sleeping on pink sheets? Is this their way of avoiding showing us the whole room? Did they really think we wouldn't notice all of this?
You've got to be kidding me.
Hisses to the fact that they reintroduced us to Baby Teeth, a character that I could never take seriously because his name is Baby Teeth, only to then rip his teeth out and kill him. That was way harsh, bro.
If I never eat anything other than these burgers again, I'm die happy, man.
Hisses that Kevin is now so completely brainwashed that he's now the official tour guide of the farm. Kevin, babe, you know that I would follow you anywhere, but I refuse to follow you into that hellhole.
Now, if everyone will follow me, I'll show you the garden.
Also, hisses that it seems like we're never actually going to see the farm's original farm headquarters. Animals. I need animals. I want cows and pigs and sheep, like the one on Alice's brooch. And hopefully there are some baby ducklings or chicks wandering around those creepy halls.
All right, let's go over the concept one more time.
Hisses to Edgar for being so damn attractive that I can't actually remember why I'm mad at him. To Gladys for seemingly hating her son so much, you're in the wrong here, lady. And Hiram for proving that he would be a really, really bad actor.
And that of my wife, Hermione, the love of my life.
Switching over to kisses, mwah! My biggest kiss is going to our episode MVP for this week, Miss Cheryl Blossom.
Excuse you, we are having a private conversation. Can you leave?
I loved seeing all this Betty Cheryl cousin bonding, especially that milkshake-fueled conversation. Also, kisses to Cheryl for not freaking out over the fact that Betty was wearing a red sweater. Also, at least we got to know the exact shade of red that Cheryl loves.
What's your favorite color?
Red, obvi, but if I had to specify, I'd say Pantone's Flame Scarlet.
Oh, and kisses to B&B's adorable bestie telepathy.
Of course I'll go with you.
Kisses to the fact that things are finally getting interesting again with this new "The Farm Lets Me See Dead People" revelation. To Alice looking flawless in that white suit. And to Evelyn's hilariously bizarre behavior during the farm interviews. Okay, so Evelyn, I used to bite my nails, but now I've since stopped, but I still bite them when I'm stressed. So what does that mean? Do you want me to join the farm?
We'll call you.
And we're done. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's Sweetwater After Show, and I'll see you next time for our Sweetwater preview of episode 318 as we gear up for the last 5 episodes of season 3. In the meantime, please give this video a like and then hit subscribe and pour all your hearts out into the comments with your hisses and kisses for the episode. What did you think about Edgar Evernever and the farm's shocking secret? Did you have the same Bughead bed thoughts as me? And do you agree with Cole Sprouse about Jughead's journey? Shout it all out, and I'm sending kisses to you, River Babes.